Hey guys, Janelle here for another live video. Janelle from janelleemma.com. Now today I wanted to talk to you about target market. So I want to ask you first, do you know what your perfect target market is for your business? Or some people call it your avatar. Do you know what your avatar is? Now I didn't know this for a very long time. To me, a target market wasn't even in my mind. It wasn't written down anywhere. I was just targeting anyone and everyone who I thought needed what my business was about. So what will happen if you do that is you are spreading yourself too thin and you end up targeting no one and becoming an expert at nothing, because you're not providing the right value to the right marketplace if you don't have a target market, to focus on and put your focus into. So we really need to know who our target market is for our business to become successful and to start making money and productivity within our business. We can't just think that we can target anyone and everyone and that it's going to be okay. Most people struggle with a target market really badly. And if you think about it, like, I'm a stay-at-home mum, so obviously I'll go into this a bit more later, but I want to target stay-at-home mums, but there's no use being a stay-at-home mum and targeting real estate agents. You don't have any of the same interests. You can't provide value and content to those real estate agents if you're a stay-at-home mum, because none of it's going to be congruent with what they do, or congruent with your purpose and your passion as well. We have to think about what it is and who it is we want to target. So there's two main keys to target market and how we can actually target them in the right way and provide them the right value. So here's how to find your target market. I'm going to read some notes here because I want you to nut this out and nail it out properly. And I highly recommend that you write down the questions that I'm going to say here, and then write at least a big page of what you think your target market is, and have a look back on that every few days, or once a week. Have it written down in a journal somewhere where you can review it all the time, and that way it'll keep sticking in your mind. You'll keep going over, yes, that's my target market still, that's who I still want to provide value to and impact and all that sort of stuff. So we need to have that written down, in my mind, and that's going to give you full clarity and help you visualize who that target market and that perfect avatar is. So who do you want to work with? Have a think about who it is that you actually want to work with. Is it people like yourself, or is it someone completely different that you want to become and turn into that they already are? Is that your target market? Have a think about who your target market is and who it is that you want to work with. You can't just want to work with anyone and everyone. There's no use me going out and saying I want to work with plumbers and builders. That's not going to work, is it? It's just not going to be the right fit for me or for them. We're going to be wasting our time. What does wasting your time do? It wastes precious time, which can waste money. So don't go targeting the wrong type of people. So what do they look like even? Are they, I don't mean just physically, but what do they look like as a personality and as a figure? Write that down in some sort of a notebook. Have it dot by dot point as to who you want to work with, what is it they look like, and then the second thing would be, how will you help that person? How are you going to impact them? How are you going to solve their problems? What content are you going to create to provide to them, to whoever that target market is? So write those things down. I'll say that again. How are you going to help that person? What is it you're going to provide to them? What content are you going to provide to them? And what problems are you going to solve for those sort of people? So this all comes down and will help you nut out your target market. This will, if you have those dot points there and then answer each one of those dot points, you're going to start to get more clarity on who your target market or your avatar is. Now, if you put some steps in place for your target market, even before you know who your target market is, you're going to start to go in that right direction. There's no use stopping your business or putting your business on hold because you don't actually know who your target market is, because what that'll do is obviously waste time and waste money. So, even if you are not confident yet on who your target market is, start writing it down and don't stop working. Don't stop productivity within your business just because you think to yourself, oh great, I don't even know who my target market is, so what's the point in doing anything? You know, don't do that. We need to get to work and we need to start realizing who our target market is. And over time, as you're doing your productivity and your daily actions for your business, you will start to then target the right people, and you'll start to see the right people coming to you, being attracted to you because the information and the content that you're providing to the marketplace. So I'll just say some more dot points here for you that you can write down and really nut out for yourself. So don't target someone because you see it's working for someone else. You know, if you see that a certain market is working for certain leaders and they're making 7 figures, that doesn't mean that that market is going to work for you. So don't think, you know, I could use this as an example. Don't think you've got to attract wellness people if you're in the travel industry. You know, it's just, that's silly, completely silly, you know. And don't think you've got to attract all entrepreneurs if you're more in network marketing, you know, because entrepreneurs that's a massive umbrella. That's not just network marketers. Entrepreneurs are anyone that has any sort of a home-based business or, you know, online business. That's, you know, and anyone that's providing their own trainings and coaching and stuff to the marketplace. So don't think you've got to target all of those people as well if you're not in that sort of a niche, you know. So it's got to be congruent and valuable with you and for you. So with consistency, anything works, and you need to find out who and what that is. So who are your dream clients? What do they look like? What are they passionate about? What are their desires? That's number 4. And what are their dreams? You know, start writing that stuff down. Write it is who you want to target. What is it they look like? What are they passionate about? And do that who question, and then after that do the how question. How are you going to serve them? How are you going to solve their problems? And how are you going to help them in every way that they need help? So that can sound, whoa, a bit over the top at the moment unless you know who your target market is. But once you do some research for yourself on who your target market is, what their pains and struggles are, what their goals and ambitions are, you will start to realize that you may be able to help them in those areas that they're struggling with, or in a different path that they're trying to take. And then, you know, that's how you make productivity and money within your business. That's how it happens. You know, there's no use. It's like a coach, say a lifestyle coach. There's no use them going out and trying to target every single person, because there are people out there not wanting to learn mindset and personal development and how to grow themselves within their business and stuff. They need to target a very specific market for them to actually make any money off that market. And you know, we don't want to just talk about money, but that's what it comes down to. There's no use targeting the wrong type of people and putting all this time and effort into it when they're not even interested anyway. They're not even going to look at your opportunity or your products anyway, because you're targeting the wrong type of person. I hope this is making sense to you, and you may want to watch the video back a few times so you can write those dot points down and write this out for yourself. Make an hour of it or half an hour of it where you write this down and then answer those questions that I've just given you. Now, produce content and videos for that target market, and over time they will start to be attracted to you because of what you're producing for them. Make sure that you are crystal clear on who your target market is over time. And like I said, don't stop doing productivity and daily actions in your business just because you're not really sure at the moment who your target market is. The more actions you put in, the more you will start to work out who that target market is without having to stop your business in the meantime. Once you've done that, you'll start to nail it. You know, you'll start to nail who it is that you're trying to target, and you'll start to realize people are reaching out to you for what you're providing. So I can give you an example of what my target market is. Now, my little tagline for my target market is I want badass, results-driven, purpose-driven network marketers, or purpose-driven stay-at-home mums, which are, you know, usually in the network marketing industry or some sort of home-based business industry. Now, I know myself, before I started network marketing, I was one of those mums sitting on the couch, watching the midday movie, watching the clock go by, and wondering what it is I was meant to be doing with myself, what my purpose and my passion really was. I knew that I always want to be a permanent stay-at-home mum, but I knew there had to be some sort of business out there that I could do that made sure I could stay at home with my kids, even when they're in school. You know, I didn't want to miss school activities, school awards, assemblies. If my kids were sick, I didn't want someone else picking them up at the school gate because I couldn't get away from work quick enough. You know, all that sort of stuff came into it. I didn't want to be a 9 to 5 or a shift worker. I've done all of that in my life, and I know 100% I'm not going back to that. So I had to figure out for myself that I wanted to do something from home, around my kids, in the nooks and crannies of our lives. And for me, the first thing that popped up was network marketing. So I knew I wanted to be a network marketer. I just had to find out the right company for me and the right products for me. So when I look at my target market, I look at those type of mums. I don't want the lazy mum that just wants to sit on the couch and not make money for a family anyway. They're not the target market. But even though I was one of those people, my whole mind was thinking about how I can find a passion and a purpose within my life. And I know being a stay-at-home mum is great if that's all you want to do and you don't want to financially contribute to your family and do anything else other than look after your kids. That's fine if that's you, but that's not the person I was looking for. So as I've gone on in the last 18 months of my network marketing career or business, I now know that my target market is stay-at-home mums who want to financially contribute to their family, and they have some sort of a purpose and a results-driven mindset. I also want mums who are proactive within their health, mums who are proactive and conscious of what they feed their kids, because what you feed your kids is how they act. It creates their behaviour, it creates their learning difficulties or choices or results and that sort of thing. And I think that nutrition is massive for our brain, for our gut, for our behaviour and all that sort of stuff. So for me, I also want a mum that's proactive within her health and the health of her family, and wants to also show other mums how to be proactive within their health. So that's another target market that I have. These all come under the umbrella of a stay-at-home mum, but it's a stay-at-home mum that has some sort of a purpose and a drive, some sort of a passion behind not just being the stay-at-home mum. So this is me in a nutshell, and I want to attract those same people. So that is my target market. I am my own avatar. And the other thing is, like I said, a purpose-driven mum that she wants to show her kids the right mindset. She wants to show them that being mindful of things and doing meditation and not having a stressed out household is the way to be, and not just existing, but having a proper life, not just existing day to day, and making sure that you have some sort of a purpose that can help you within your future, a passion for something that is greater within your vision of your future for your family. I want those type of mums that have that vision for the future, that have complete passion for what they want to do within their life. And if that's surrounded by wellness and nutrition and teaching our kids the right way to eat and the right way to live, and how exercise is really important and all that sort of stuff, that's all the umbrella of the type of mum that I want to target. But it all comes under the mum, the stay-at-home mum. So I hope that helps. That's my type of target market, is that stay-at-home mum that's purpose-driven, passionate-driven. They're a badass, they're results-driven, and they want to make a change for their family and make an impact in the world. But not only that, they want to make an impact for other mums, other stay-at-home mums, other, purpose-driven people. Even if they're the type of mum that is at work at the moment, but they don't want to be doing that. They know they want to be at home with their kids, but at the moment they feel they have no choice but to go back to work. I want to find those mums and tell them and show them that they have a completely different option if they just choose to look into it and be open-minded to it. I want to target those mums as well. So it's all about mums for me, the stay-at-home mum and how passionate she is, and the badass. They've got a bit of attitude, they've got a bit of sass about them, and that's my avatar, because that's me. So have a think, if you want to be your own avatar, is that you? Is that who you want to target? Is that who you want to impact in a big way? Or Is your target market someone who you want to become in the future? So if your target market's like a really successful business person who's high up, say, in the finance industry or something like that, is that the type of target market you want to target? Because that's who you're becoming at the moment. You know, you're turning into that person, sorry. So I hope that makes sense. Hey Tani, hey Christy, how you going? Please reach out to me if you want some more information on that, but I highly recommend that you write all that down, you know, and really nut it out, really work out who that is, and make sure you start targeting those people and helping those people and providing content to them. Sorry guys, I have a bit of a cough and I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm going to get going soon. I just wanted to also state at the end there, I have a Facebook Live training coming up just to show you all that the Facebook Lives I've been doing, how many results I've been getting from those, from doing them consistently and daily. And I am doing a training on that. So if you want some more information on that, go to janelleemma.com/Facebook Live webinar. And I'll also put that in the comments for you. Please like or share or comment this if it was of value to you. And you can also subscribe to my videos if you want some more information or you want to jump on when my videos go live. So I thank you all for listening in, and I'll see you again tomorrow.